case with the recent breaking news of the wrongful death lawsuit. Some little details here and there going back over in regard to Dalen possibly pulling out eventually, Caleb's response. Look at the comment section as well from one of my recent videos or two. And I do have a second device besides me. I was going to be doing it on a different device, first of all, the live stream, but wasn't quite working, so I'm just doing it on mobile as usual, but I can still use the other device just to look at comments, look at some posts, because on the day of when the wrongful death lawsuit was filed, the Anne Robin Smith actually reposted an article from people.com in the past to do with Jack Newton, which is interesting. I don't know if Robin was resharing, reposting it to try and get awareness on what Jack had said in the past, but we can go back over that particular article, be able to find it, and it might have some key references to what I may have brought up myself in separate videos, because it seems like not many people seem to know that Jack Newton actually picked the white shorts up from the middle of the highway. In terms of the folding process, well, maybe some have directly claimed Jack folded them. Might have been worded that a police person did, because there was a police person on site, but the witnessed Jack picked the items up in the first place, which I don't know why. But welcome to anyone that is watching the live stream. Kind of done it on the spot. Then yeah, I kind of did it on the spot. There's no point really putting advertisements or notifications up because people don't normally see them anyway, and YouTube notifications don't seem to work either, so it's kind of fighting a losing battle. In terms of what we'll look at first, we can acknowledge the YouTube comments, which I've got besides me. Barely just fits on. Oh my God. I might actually might have to move that in a second, because I can imagine it's sticking to the stupid fucking surface. Hold on a minute. Didn't think that through, did I? Oh my God. Is it actually really sticking? I don't know. Will it go on there? I don't know if it'll overheat or not. Oh boy. Let's see how that goes. If it gets a bit too hot, might have to change it over. I mean, it's very hot as it is right now. So hopefully there's enough airway going through there. You know why I'm looking to the side? It's just because of the stuff live. That's all working. Very quiet at the moment. Just let me know if the audio and anything else in between is working or what. Because I don't know, it's unreliable, to be honest, YouTube, like many other things. So, only got a few little bullet points besides me. Any questions, feel free to say. What else do we have over here? Right, okay. Shout out to the people that were able to watch the What's Wrong Strawberry header. Shout out to the people that were able to watch recently from yesterday. Managed to get 2 videos out, one in the morning, one in the evening time. For once, kind of worked out. Most people watched it. I know in the past, doesn't always work. I think I did like 2 or 3 videos and it didn't quite work out. We got Rebecca, welcome. Sure, I have been in front of my tablet. You're on my phone, but not my tablet. Ah, okay. Okay. Wonder if I can multitask. Not good at multitasking. Let's see what I can do. Got a bad face. This doesn't fall off. Oh God, I forgot I have to keep logging into everything. That's a pain. Definitely not enough space on the windowsill for sure. I think you, Strawberry, said you were able to sit on it once or something. Not this one, yours. Tanya, welcome. I'm okay, just very hot at the moment. Well, there we go. At least that works. Signs in. What the fuck? Don't know if that's going to work or not. So if anyone's got any questions in regard to the case, feel free to bring it up. Strawberry, it's okay. I will stay on my phone. Yes, I did. Okay. I might multitask Strawberry in terms of communication. I might multitask, possibly. Not seeing too much coverage of the case on TikTok though. I did upload some recent videos with what's possible because there's a size limit on TikTok. I think it's up to 1 hour long. You can't upload beyond that. If the video exceeds that limit, you can't post it. So dumb. We got Brenda. Welcome, Brenda. When was the last one done? What's the... Yeah, in fairness, one of them that was uploaded, 723 views on TikTok, and then the breaking news one to do with the wrongful death lawsuit, the documents, 2,419. So spreading a bit of awareness. You have popped up now. Oh, is that so? Well, that's good, Strawberry, then. You do multitask, do whatever, use as many devices as possible. We've got Leslie, welcome, very happy you have kept Noah's death in the forefront. You're welcome, and welcome to the channel. First time seeing you. We got 28 Alice, welcome. If I'm correct in saying, because obviously there's a lot of people that come and go, if I'm correct in saying 28 Alice, you were present during the Dylan Rounds case, if that's correct. Yeah, Strawberry, like in regard to the Presgrove stuff, if you head on over to TikTok, Strawberry, if you're able to, you'll be able to see some of the Presgrove related stuff there. There we go. I forgot the, oh my God, got notifications. I forgot to play notifications on the phone as well, so I'm getting like double vision all of a sudden. That's great, that. 28 says yes. There we go. That's good then. It is interesting, but it's also good when people from previous cases and stuff pop back up. So, how many? Which video would it have been? Oh my God, because I've done quite a few since. Where's the wrongful death one? How many comments were on the wrongful death lawsuit? 71. What do people have to say there? Because I can acknowledge it and go through it bit by bit, like what I do in my normal videos, of course. Tanya, do you think more of Noah's friends should be on the list to go to court? Kind of hard to say. Just listening to the case, that's fine. Don't know about if more people should be added to the list on the court. I guess what I would say is like Colton, Newton, but then he didn't return back supposedly. So it's just when I base it off Colton's behaviour in the case community, very threatening at times, very defensive and a bit full on, calling a stranger out saying, well, if you reach out Stephanie Millan again, I'll come and get you. Something along the lines of that. And then everyone was, you bring some of your guys, I'll bring some of mine, and we'll sort it out, we'll meet up. It sounds like some kind of fight. Just kind of weird, some of the threats along the way in language. I've been here from the beginning, but I've stayed in the background. Fair enough. It has got messy, of course, I know at times. Just in general in the case. We've got Jam Sandwich, welcome. Hopefully it's not too noisy. Got the train passing on through, not that, it's my train, it's just some blue train in the background. So if anyone's got any questions, because what I want to do, I just want to ease it in first of all. Got some notes here, which I'll acknowledge, refer back to, then get to the YouTube comments, but just see what people first say. George, should any LE officials be added to the list because of the army saying they're all corrupt, part of cover-up? I don't think it's strong enough to put them on it. In fairness, in regards specifically to the court document, the wrongful death lawsuit, it's all to do with either the theme of distribution of alcohol, hosting related stuff, or responsibilities linking back to certain family members, and that seems to only be it. if you wanted to push it a bit further, you could say, how come certain family of family, when it comes to, the ones that were watching from afar on, was it Snapchat or something, and that some of their kids were going, could they have done more? You've got to be careful with how you word it, because it could backfire that, but you're going to go all in on certain family members, parents who weren't even there, but they tied in terms of responsibility because they knew of a party that was going to take place. Then what about other parents that knew of a party taking place, or at some point was to know, and some of them may have known that their kids were going to that party? Do you think they're going to a party where there's Ribena and cartons and Vimto and little fruit juices? Don't think so. Bit of a breeze coming on in. I think it's enough. Welcome to anyone else that has joined along. 20 people already. That is a big positive, because I don't know if it's because of the titling of my videos. When it comes to live streams, I do struggle with the titling there, because it's not just one thing, it's many different topics, and how the hell do you summarize all that? You too, Strawberry. I think they might be scared to add them to the list now. Ellie accused of deliberately botching the investigation, not checking the party house. Yeah, it's one of those issues where things could have fallen a little bit short, and so on. I wonder if Donna Bond's going to show up. I wonder. Right. So, in terms of I think it might have been the last news article, what we looked at probably yesterday. I mentioned about Dale and Presgrove. Fucking hell, shut up, dog. Is that Justin Roy? You want some dog food? Come and get it now. Anyway, sorry about that. Oh, has Donna shown up? There we go. Donna shows up. The dogs start barking. I've had a lot to say about Ellie. Dogs triggering me. We mentioned about Dale and Keith Presgrove mentioning about pulling out of the suit, pulling out of the court-related stuff down the line. What does that say? You got Caleb as well saying, "Oh, it's all one big waste of time." Does Dalen feel that way as well, but can't publicly share it because then it would mean admitting to almost like a feeling of defeat? Got to try and hold on to hope, even if it feels like there is no hope whatsoever. It's a bit of an awkward situation to be in. Is that heating up? Right, I think what I'll do, I'll get a little bit creative shortly. I'll have to use a top of mine to cool the laptop, because the windowsill gets very sticky when things are left on it because of the dodgy paint. That's great, isn't it? I better not stick on it, or my bottom might not be able to move after that. So, do people think Caleb's response was normal, to say it's a complete waste of time and emotion, it's not going to do much good? Could any good come from it? Well, if it proved that people were innocent, that's at least some progress, even though at the cost of them having to go through it all, be dragged through it for no point for them, at least, but publicly, for the general public, they get to learn who's innocent and who's not. It might tick some things off the list, so then it narrows it down in a way. Has it been narrowed down beforehand in the case? Not from the looks of it. Yeah, welcome, Donna. Caleb's comment about it being full of lies. Oh, he mentioned there's no truth to it whatsoever. Did he mean literally everything mentioned in the document, though? Because there's some points in the document which were true, like 5:43 being the time of when it being reported in to police. Oh my god, my typing is so dodgy when I'm trying to do two things at once. And I was going to type and respond back to certain comments on YouTube, but I can probably just read them out whilst I'm here. Yeah, people saying, thank you for the updates. You're welcome. People are surprised. Where's the deeper stuff though? Victor said, not Victor Presgrove, but random Victor, they do have a legit case from what I heard. The Howards have money. I don't believe he was beaten, but a person died whilst being drunk at the party. Gathering, well, Justin Roy should like this. Oh God, there's 14 responses, so it must be full on. Come on, the whole state of Oakland corrupt, please, that's BS. Can any comment on what? Is it always the go-to line that to say, well, they're corrupt, police are corrupt? Is that what people always jump to? I mean, that's kind of the same situation when it came to the Dylan Rounds case. The Dylan Rounds case, jumping to the idea of police being corrupt. I suggested it, but I also suggested incompetence as well. Different case, but to be honest, the Dylan Rounds case, messy at the start, as in there was a lot of opportunities to get evidence, to be a bit more proactive. It just didn't follow through, which was unfortunate. What marks were on his body? I don't have the autopsy on me right now, but it was more heavily dominated on the left-hand side in terms of rashes, scrapes, grazes. Don't know if that would have been caused by if one was to be placed at the highway and dragged somehow. Incompetent. Yeah, I'd agree, Alice. More so incompetent. See the responses, George, and if you wonder where I'm reading these comments from, it's to do with the video that I did on the wrongful death lawsuit. I never catched up with the comments myself personally, okay? George, they won't be able to show or prove he was beaten to death, but it's the basis of the lawsuit. Yeah, it's kind of the basis of the lawsuit, but the second part of it is to do with the whole alcohol situation and theme. That's the main overall enabling factor, which supposedly led to Noah's death, regardless of whether it was a beating or an accident. The theme of alcohol is what runs through the little lawsuit. The ME report won't support their beating claim, nor will any LE. That appears to be the case. Lisa said, shout out to Lisa for becoming a member last night. Appreciate that. Lisa had said there is an overabundance of evidence in that the autopsy report that proves he was beat up, mainly because of the patterned injuries. Hopefully the ME did plenty of x-rays of Noah's entire body. They were able to tell what angles the blunt force. The angling, that's an important factor to possibly acknowledge. Certain angling can cause certain injuries. I do understand that. It's like if you've got a blunt object and you use the flat face of a blunt object, it can cause a lot of internal impact and whatnot. But if you use like the edge of a blunt object, the edge at an angle as well, with a certain force, could cause a tear, could cause ripping, depending on the velocity and all that. I'm no expert, but yeah. Sherry, they're bound to have proof of something or they wouldn't have filed these charges. And when it came to one of the articles which you looked at, one of the People ones, I believe, well, I don't know, it might have been KSWO News, the attorney said, from the evidence, what we have gathered so far and the belief is looking this way, and they're going to gather more evidence through the discovery process. So they seem to be somewhat confident. Welcome to anyone else that has joined along. Open discussion within this case. Make sure to share your thoughts and opinions. If you're new to the case, you let me know. Do we have? Oh my God, there's so many comments as well. Can I set it to a different screen color? Because I do not, I want the dark mode. Where's the dark mode at? Oh, maybe it's not going to do that, you bastard. Why is it not doing that? Weird. We've got Michael Facecast showing up. Welcome. 20 Alice, to be fair, both of this case and Dylan Brown's PD has no real experience with unexplained deaths, be it natural or human caused. That's what's needed out gate. Vital evidence lost. I mean, yeah, you could have said that if the police did were a bit more proactive, supposedly went to the party house, went to the property, looked about, if they had found anything whatsoever, it might shut some people up in a way, so then they couldn't complain afterwards about, not enough was done. Was enough done in the Dylan Rounds case compared to the Presgrove case? Well, the Dylan Rounds case, it was like, what do you call it, ground zero, which some regarded as the farm area where they start from, others regarded as the grain shed property where it all went down. I mean, what happened in the Dylan Rounds case was we were able, and it was shared with us to an extent, the story of how things may have went at the time through looking at the phone pings, and in the very early days it felt hard to understand, or it was a little bit all over the place, and there was that confusion of using Montello, Nevada-based time zone, and then the conflict with the Lucin, Utah time zone. Same thing, but just different time zones of the certain events, and oh my God, it got a bit confusing that. But I don't know, it just seemed like there was more material publicly to work with. But, you know, it's different with each case, and it's different with each family member, because I think in the Dylan Rounds case, some of the family members, mostly the mother, was a bit more vocal and pushy, which benefited the general public, in fairness, even though it might not have been the best of situations, and it might cause stress and everything. Publicly got to learn a bit more and hear a bit more. So when police may have told the family, and then the family decided to blurt it out because they've just had enough, or they lost respect for the police because not enough action being done. In the Presgrove case, there might be a greater level of patience with the Presgrove family, keeping a bit quieter, more quieter, getting on in the background. So that means the general public doesn't learn the same way. It is what it is, but you know. Hope it maintains a bit cool. Okay. How many comments are there? Well, let me zoom in. Well, is there anyone else that's joined along? Do we know for a fact that all OHP looked at that fight all morning, cow yard, etc.? Oh. Yeah, it's a good point, that. It's one of the things where, you know what I'm surprised by? Considering when it comes to other true crime cases, I'm surprised there's not been any protest, either on the highway or even down at the party house. I know it sounds bad, not encouraging it as a heads up, okay? But I'm just surprised it didn't happen. I mean, does anyone live at the party house right now? Is anyone actually physically there? We've got 31 people showing up, which is crazy. Good numbers to see. So many comments all over the place. I think the comments aren't as deep, in my opinion. No, we don't need to do that one. Take that one off the list. Verbally fighting between Jack, Avery, and Noah. I'm just seeing if anything needs to be acknowledged. Jasmine, 3:41 a.m. Monday morning photo backs her timeline of 3:30 of Noah leaving. Supposedly your body heat dries as splashes of water off your clothes, depending on how much soak, 10 to 20 minutes. Fair enough. Okay. Wait a minute. I was just thinking, why wasn't Carter at the dove hunt Friday night with Jack? Why did Carter go to the football game in Duncan instead? I'm not saying she was there to hang out with Noah, but Noah was there with Robin, and Carter was acting sassy and confrontational with Robin for some reason. Are you talking about later on down the line, post-death of Noah, when it was at that football game and there was confrontation and it was claimed that Robin attacked Carter, but it was actually Carter being verbal with Robin? So I didn't look at Michael Facecast. Super Sam, yeah. Welcome, Sam. Super Sam, Superman. Give me a second. Where's Michael gone? The great thing about the lawsuit is these people will not get to run and hide from questions or use straw men to speak for them. So there's no accountability like what happens on Facebook. Hey there, Berganator. Donna wants to know why she keeps getting kicked out when she tries to send money. I don't actually know why that's happening. Does she get kicked out of the live stream, live premiere? Is it possible to open up a secondary tab? Do you know what? Might as well do it whilst I'm here. I'm going to try and multitask. Just say one thing, Joyce Bergow, in terms of what Donna is trying to do, as in like supporting the channel. Is she trying to do it through YouTube or through PayPal? Just let me know, just so then I can possibly try and figure it out, okay? Because if it's through YouTube, maybe do it on a secondary tab instead of YouTube, I believe. Right, okay. So just as a suggestion to Donna Bond, wherever she is, if one wanted to send a super chat, super sticker, if it's not working through a live premiere format, because normally you've got the chat box, and then underneath the chat box, you got the emoji button, you got the, I think it's like a dollar sign or something like that, which basically means the support button, which then gives you the option of gifted membership, a super sticker, a super chat. A super chat can be an animation-based sticker, and a super chat is where you can leave a public comment and it displays on screen. But if it doesn't work, any of that, another way to send a super thanks, which would be if you opened a secondary tab, and just as an example, not on this live stream, but you know, if you go on my channel, you click on a random video of mine recently, one that's already been uploaded, and go onto the video, and then look underneath the video part where it shows the title of the video, and then where you've got the like button, the dislike button, share, promote, not promote because that'll be for the creator. Next to the share button on the right, there should be the thanks. It should say thanks. It should show a heart. If you used to click on that and try it that way, possibly, Donna, if that works. But no rush, of course. It's okay. You're welcome, Donna. Just give it a try, see how it goes. If that doesn't work, I'll try and think of something else, but I might have to do it after the live stream or onwards if it means getting a hold of, you know, links and stuff. I am aware that Beauty Gurumo, I think, tried becoming a member, or someone tried becoming a member on the channel, and the link wouldn't work, or it said something about issues with the card, and then ended up I got a different link or a more updated one, posted it or shared it somewhere, and then it seemed to work. Different situation, but you know, there might be a way around it. Michael KSWO, what claims? You mean the screenshots I posted proving our conversation? What conversation? Interesting. Slimy Two-Face, zero credibility at this point. Something you know nothing about. All right, so Michael is calling out Donna. I don't know if Donna can see Michael's comments or not, because I know some people get blocked here and there, back and forth. Did you just use the word accountability? Some fecking nerve. Fecking is Irish then. Don't get me into the Irish. Very interesting. I think another video that I could do, map analysis, could well be to do with Kathy Bingham. Not that I can show it to you because it's audio, right? Couldn't share, but I did it as notes, where Kathy Bingham mentioned about what she thinks, as in could be that Noah Presgrove was killed on the front porch or so. Does it tie in with what's mentioned in the court document? I guess there's no harm in possibly doing like an add-on to it, possibly. All right, well, let me do the same thing. That's a shame. It's interesting, that. Very, 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 very interesting. I'm going to resort to this method because the other one doesn't work. How unfortunate. It's probably just because on the device limited buttons and whatnot. Where's it gone? Oh, very interesting. So it's very limited. Oh, we got Lisa. Welcome, Lisa. Shout out to you for coming in a member on the channel. Rebecca says, Michael, unblock me. I can't see what you're saying. So, Michael Facecast, Rebecca wants to be unblocked by you or from you. Michael to Donna, why did you say Cole Duke was taping roadside video of Noah being tampered with? Were you lying then or just now? I've heard of that name very briefly. Some names come and go. I have to figure out how. Okay, so Michael Facecast, this is like bloody IT tech support. Give me a second. Where's my glasses? Put an Indian accent on. So I think a possible way to unblock somebody, Michael Facecast, because obviously you've got a YouTube channel to be able to comment. I believe you've got to go and click on the right top corner of the screen where your profile picture is. I'll be with you in a second, Stroby. I'll help you transfer your data to your phone. No, but Michael, you go to the top right corner where your profile picture is on YouTube. Then you click on the settings tab. And then, let's just see if I can find it. Is it that one there? Account. View advanced settings. Seems to be less settings on here, to be honest, compared to normal. I wonder if it's a YouTube Studio. Google account. There's two lots of settings on here. Try YouTube Studio for a second. Oh, I might be getting somewhere. If not, that's unfortunate. Guidelines, go to demographic. Oh, it's gone, hasn't it? YouTube doesn't exactly make it easy when it comes to trying to find or unblock people, to be honest. Oh, what's that one? It's not there. I think there used to be like a tutorial on how to do it previously. But it's obviously one of those things where when it's on the spot, it's difficult to do. Would you unblock in the same place you blocked? It's a fair point, that, but I think, well, actually, no, you can actually. Fair enough, Brenda, you can. It's hard to do if you can't remember the person's username because you won't be able to do it through the comment section or through the chat. But if you know their username, or more so their tag handle, if you start searching their channel on YouTube, you'll be able to find their channel on YouTube. You go to the About section and then you can unblock them that way. Account settings area. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go onto the Facebook on the family page in the case and get up that article by the people. Oh, I've got a bloody sign in, haven't I? Fantastic. Oh, maybe not. There we go, instant access. Okay, so I'll just catch up with the comments. Apologies about that. Lisa, I was outside waiting in my garden and I'm laughing out loud. My neighbors were looking at me, so I had to come inside. Oh, Lisa, what are you like? Do you know what you should have said, Lisa? You should have said, oh, sorry, my kettle is singing inside. It must be talking to me. Oh, we got Robbie, welcome. Click on block to find a user you want to unblock and select remove next to the, according to Google Help. Yeah, it's an awkward way of doing it, to be honest, because I thought it was in the settings area. Alice, so explain to me once more how, after a weekend of partying, Jack was willing to meet up with his dad so early. If it was to fish, I can comprehend, but anything else, even there in a rural area too. Okay, so I'll try my best to explain 28 Alice. There were some counterpoints, though, by people in the community saying that the fishing trip was actually planned for the next weekend or after that, which is very confusing. Michael, don't click that link now. Ooh, Michael, naughty. Yeah, don't be clicking any links unless it's my links. My links are all under control. But no, 28 Alice, from what appears to be the case, at 5:30 in the morning, Jack wakes up or is woken up and informed that Noah is nowhere to be seen. And in terms of the reaction, it's not much shock. It's as if, well, it happens. He'll probably come back. Maybe he's in a field trying to cool off. If it gets too hot, he'll probably come back to the house. Also comes across Mikey Lair, another party guy who never went to sleep, supposedly. But from 5:30, what did Jack Newton do? Not much. 5:53, text conversation. The screenshots of it, mentioning about the fishing trip, waking up or getting ready too late, having to relocate us for the meeting point. Instead of meeting maybe halfway or meeting at Caleb's house, it's, no, we'll meet at Warwicker Lake, the ramp area, which is over, it's like 30 miles onwards. So I guess in the moment, Jack's like, well, got to start getting ready. Jack also mentioned to his father, can you bring me a spare cat because I lost mine or somebody messed with mine at the party where he's currently at. After 5:53, guess getting ready, getting in his vehicle, driving down the highway around 6 in the morning, and he's like a mile down, seeing the trucks parked up and wondering what the hell's going on, parking up, stopping himself, and then that realization kicking on in that, oh, that's Noah's body, and then, you know, the shock that comes with it. 5 minutes later or so, 6:05, making a call to his father Caleb about it. And then maybe in 40 minutes, Caleb makes it down to the scene, comes across a tooth, picks it up, or at least acknowledges the police about it. And some people online in the community thought, was it tampering? Others thought, did Caleb take it out of his pocket and place it there? There's different outlooks about it. You're welcome, Alice. If there's any other questions which people have, feel free to reach out. It's all good there. Right, so because we're in now on the Facebook, is it warm? No, it's cool at the moment. That's all good. What does George say? How much did Michael pay for Noah's jersey? So just in terms of what Michael said in response to that, if there's people that weren't around to see it, and this is only based on what Michael says. At the time, Michael was trying to say something else, which was voice to text, supposedly worded it incorrectly, and it went from something to something completely different, as in claiming to have the jersey, which Michael supposedly doesn't. Alice, sorry, I missed a lot about the case. Thank you for your patience. No problem. If there's anything you need, Alice, just leave a comment here or in the comment section on the videos or wherever it be, okay? And I'll try my best to respond. Bagout, it's humid here, or is it? It kind of is here as well, but I'm not wet at the moment, as like I have been when I did a previous live when you saw it all over my face. Oh my God, it's Tasha T. Oh my God, Tasha T, you got the landing lack. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's Tasha. Tasha from London. Wow. What else do we have? Oh, we got Matt Lingo as well. Matt the Bingo Caller Lingo. Where's your, where's Dale gone? He showed up as the expert when it comes to trousers last time, but I think he split them in half. Have you looked in the grain shed? Well, I tried looking inside, but it was done for interior decorating. Matt, I think Graham was a little bit busy, tied up using a broken ladder. George, voice to text doesn't do typos. In fairness, in terms of when I used voice to text, I did a demonstration of it in the live stream. Just so happens that based on memory, I can actually remember what I was trying to say because I showed it as proof on screen. I just used a random example at the time. I said, if you used to look at the definition of perfect in a dictionary, you'd find Strawberry's name attached to it. And when I typed it all out and I showed it on screen, crystal clear. Don't know if it's down to language or accent. Maybe if I did a Jamaican accent, I might get a different outcome. Dale's buying slacks at the trouser store. Is that right now, Matt? Is that right now, Matt? Or is this going to be one of those Google Earth map analysis where we go on the street view, we look in the store, we look at the photos, and then we see Dale shoplifting? Yeah, inspiration from Betty Hayward, shoplifting. Bad influence. You're welcome, Alice. Actually, no, I think Alice may have been saying thank you to somebody else. I can't keep up. Someone's got no nuts, from what Donna says. Might need to see a doctor about that. There's a problem with the case. A bunch of gaslighting idiots. How much gaslighting have we seen in the case? Two key words which have come about in the case: gaslighting and narcissist. It was AJ Williams that said, well, like Raf, is the biggest narcissist about, which is a bit unusual. Where is the, there we go, Justice page. I think the Justice page, it doesn't allow you to select the newest post. Oh my God, calm down, dogs. Is your dog food gone off? Sorry if it is a bit noisy in the background. I can't control the dogs, they're not mine. Where would it be? 23rd of June. It's weird though. 26th of June. Starting to heat up now. Maybe in the chat as well. Welcome to everyone else that's joined along. Oh, what do you say, Strawberry? Thank you. Another top. What? I get it. How did you get that? Oh, you do miss him, Tasha. Well, do you know what? I will do it once again, Tasha. Okay, if you're on good behavior, I'll do it again. Raf, can you believe it's been over 3 years since Dylan's last day? Sad, but man, it's time flown. I'll be honest with you, Matt. I had it in my mind for some reason. It's been like 4 years. I must be jumping ahead into the future. And in fairness, what I do need to do, Matt, I need to do a final summary of the Dylan Rounds case in regard to the community aspect, how things could have been improved, how things could have been better, just from my point of view. When I finally do that, that'll be my 500th video on the case. I'm at 499 videos at the moment. I need to do one more, the 500th one. The pot calling the kettle black. Watch your mouth, Donna Bond, when Lisa's about with a red teapot. It's going to burst any second. We don't want any more tea on Strawberry. No more spillages. Thank you very much. Stolen that. But wasn't there a post, a comment, DM to do Jan Fiorillo borrowing another person's Facebook account? Wet bottoms. Yes, that's, you know, that has happened a few times, Matt Lingo. Don't know if you say that. Actually, Matt Lingo, you never saw that demonstration, or Tasha, of me demonstrating with the banana, did you? An actual real banana. And the demonstration of what teabagging was when as you know, where I've got to do those demonstrations when people don't actually know what it's about. I had to do that as well. Well, I didn't have to, I wasn't forced to. Ooh, 7 up. Is that Sam? Yeah, 499, Matt. 28 Alice says, Matt Lingo has me blocked. Oh no. Oh, join along. Tasha, I'm sorry, you did what with a banana? Okay, so basically what happened, Tasha? How do I word it? Yeah, so what I did, Tasha and Matt, was there was a person in the Presgrove case called Brooke Bounds Carter, but for some reason people used the nickname BJ Expert or something. It's basically a job that needs blowing or something. And I had to try and do a demonstration of it, but not completely, because I'm not that desperate, as you know. And to be honest, it just sounds completely fucked up, to be honest. Oh well. And used a banana because, in fairness, I needed to eat a banana at the time. I needed to be healthy, so I did use the banana. No, I didn't. I didn't use it. I ate the banana afterwards. Oh my god, I'm dieting. I think I need to as well. I need to diet my mouth because there's a lot of stuff coming out of it, and it is a bit dodgy. Oh my god. Where's that bloody post gone? What no, I'm not. It's very warm, Matt. Why's my eyes so? My eyes have changed colour. I'd be surprised if it was anyone but you. Exactly, Tasha. Got it all under control. Yeah, Tasha rising from the Pompeii ashes. Dressed up as a Roman gladiator. Yeah, he's still studying that. Indeed. You're welcome, Janet. I'm sure there's going to be more to come shortly. Oh, y'all look at, I got a nice little post coming for Fuzzy Bottom Face Kaz. Fuzzy Bottom, I've never heard that one before. Here in a bit, Raf. Had to come on and got sidetracked. Janet says, hey, baby. Hey. Well, bloody hell, there's 41 people showing up. I wasn't expecting that. I wonder why there's so many people showing up. Is it because of the title of the live stream? I don't know. I appreciate people watching. That's all positive. Michael, direct quote from the ME report. Circumstances surrounding the death are considered suspicious. I do understand that, Michael. I've remembered that word, the term suspicious. That really does stand out to me. When you think of the term suspicious, you might think of... Hey, there we go. Finally, I found the bloody website. And why is it all... Where's the dark mode at? Not the dark side. I can't find the dark mode. Is there a reader mode available on here? Naughty, naughty. Maybe it's only available on mobile. All the bloody adverts showing up. Luckily, I've got it. So, what is it? What Nerd Presgrove's best friend says happened the night before he died, exclusive. And that was July 22nd, 2024. Why are we looking at that? Why am I reading it to you? Because Robin Smith reposted it on the 23rd of July, 2024. Fair enough. But it might mention something about the short, so there's no harm in going over it. See, does it differ greatly from how it did in recent time? I saw a clip of Noah on TV. Really? Matt Lingo, I bring the masses. Raf. Oh, Janet says, I'm talking to you, baby. Oh, hello there. Welcome. I'm taken. Apologies about that. The masses, one person. No. Don't put Matt Lingo down. Matt's brought his multiple baseball caps along. Yeah, Matt's very talented, isn't he? Right, so let's just read this article, see if anything stands out different. In the dark of early morning. I don't know why I'm talking in that narration voice, unless you want me to talk in that narration voice. By the glow of headlights, Jack Newton says he came upon his best friend. The dark of early morning. But in terms of that Snapchat conversation in that diner, and it was between Jack and Caden was like, no, it was dark, and Jack was like, no, it was light. Well, how come this article's wording it alongside Jack is referring to it being like dark? Is there a bit of contradiction there? Jack came upon his best friend's naked body laying on the side of the highway, September 4th. He slowed down and got out of his truck. And in quotes by Jack, it just seemed like he was drunk, passed out on the side of a road. Would that be the first thought that comes to your mind? Is that normal? Has it happened before for Noah to end up on the side of a road? I wonder. Tasha says, twatty Matty. Whee. There we go. Getting in the UK language. Getting there. That's the problem with you. That's the problem with you, Tasha. Always joking around. Don't take anything serious. Time to focus. Matt Lingo, you've remembered, haven't you? You remembered those times, those serious live streams where I'd put like a little red mark and I'd say, focus, people. Be on good behavior. It's a serious matter and time. And I think Matt has learned with time, slowly but shortly. Twat waffle. Oh, Matt, careful with who you block. Bumped it. In that period of time where I kept saying someone's name wrong. There was a time, Matt and Tasha, where there was a person in this particular case called JJ Bumpus, but I accidentally said it for many months as bump ass. But then people were saying, no, it's not ass, it's puss. And I was like, well, which one would you really want, arse or puss? Maybe neither. What's going on here? Mysterious death. Yeah. Hours earlier, Jack and Noah had been celebrating a friend's 22nd birthday. Yes, the acknowledgement of it being a birthday party as well, besides just the mention of it being the Labor Day and the celebrations there. There was a little bit more to it, birthday party as well. I mean, it wasn't a birthday, but there was still a gathering. Would there still be alcohol? Probably. I don't do but stuff. Ew. Well, thank you for telling us, Michael. It's very interesting to know. Tasha will not touch neither. Fair enough. Now, Noah wearing only mismatched slip-on shoes. Oh, that's a problem. It's an old one, but the People article wording it that Noah was wearing mismatched shoes, slip-on. Slip-on? I didn't know Adidas was slip-on. It depends what type, I guess. With a pair of undamaged white shorts nearby. Okay. Was dead with a cracked skull and fractured spine. In quotes, he was laying on his side. His knees were kind of pulled up. What was the whole obsession with Noah being in the fetal position? I remember that period. Mitchell. Oh, bloody hell. There we go. Donna Bond. It actually worked. Big shout out to the Donna Bond with a hippo. Nice big hippo. Coming in hard. Matt, speaking of shoes, are you wearing your Crocs, Warlight Ref? Not at this moment, it's a bit too warm. Mitchell. Lisa, it's all in the Warlight Ref glossary. She says it on here often. Yeah, the glossary is really full by now. Oh my God, Matt Ling, I appreciate that. And guess what, Matt? I managed to acknowledge your super chat in time. I managed to see it this time around. I wasn't blind. My vision's gone from 2020 to 3060. Massive upgrade somehow. 28 hours white for the black. Yeah, so in terms of the white versus black shorts discussion debate, it's mainly just publicly speaking, it's Caden Pressey that says the black, and other people, majority, say it's white shorts, and Jack himself. That Noah, I guess, ran out of his own pair of shorts, borrowed his best friend's Jack's after the shower, but didn't put them on immediately because he was supposedly teabagging all over the place. Now, hopefully no one needs a demonstration of teabagging in regard to what it means, but that's what Noah Presgrove did supposedly with party goers. Any footage proof? Who knows? 28 says ooh, so I guess Alice knows what that is. And to make matters dodgy, it was done without any clothing on. There is supposedly video footage of it. It's awkward in a way because it's like you want evidence, you want proof that this and that happened, and people would be like, we need video proof of Noah in the shower, and we need video proof of Noah teabagging people with nothing on. It just sounds really dodgy the way it's worded like that. If it could be censored, of course, censor the bits and bobs. And I'm not talking about Bob, the feral person, I'm talking about bobs as in areas of the body. If that could be censored out. So, you know, respecting the privacy of the person, but you still get to see some kind of evidence on screen that, yeah, that's Noah identified, that's the time of it. Even if the events aren't directly linked to the death, just to be able to put it in order. Donna, Raf kicked me out again. I guess YouTube doesn't like the idea of you supporting my channel. Very dodgy. But the super chat, super sticker did work, so I do appreciate that. I wonder if it could be done on a second device, Donna. Like if you got one device where you may watch, and then the other device where you try and interact with some buttons. Nowhere in your autopsy does it say suspicious. Probably more so mentioned in articles, right? News articles. A meeting, please. Don't reference Bob with bobbing. No, don't worry. We won't mention Bob the Builder. Bobblehead Bob. Be fine. Actually, I've never mentioned that nickname before. Bobblehead Bob. Never used that. Bit too late now. Okay. Was there any other little points that need to be mentioned on here then? Oh, sure, Strawberry. Alice, it fits him. Yeah, sure. Feel free, Strawberry. Was there anything else that stood out there? Jack, noting that the 19-year-old had graduated high school just months before, was right by the white traffic line of the rural roadside. In more than a dozen interviews with law enforcement, partygoers, friends and family and others at the scene, many details to the truth. I think we just skip through some of it. A silver-plated chain necklace from Noah's grandmother, which he wore every day, laid scattered in pieces near to him. What, was the whole necklace beside Noah but scattered in pieces? The autopsy, depending on how you interpreted it, was like 3 pieces. Was 3 pieces totaling a whole necklace or not? I think in the core, the wrongful death lawsuit, it mentioned about the necklace, as in the whole thing was there present. but along the way people have possibly interpreted the necklace chain. Was it completely there? Was it broken into pieces and other bits elsewhere on the highway? Strawberry, hope it doesn't sound stupid. Did the ME know he was probably breathing for some of his injuries? I asked with the most respect. I'll try and interpret that. So do you mean, Strawberry, that during whatever happened with Noah, some of the damage and injuries done to him, he may have still been breathing, conscious, feeling it in the moment, or maybe even after all that was done to him? Donna, I'll answer for Raf. Yes, he will marry you. Ooh. Sure. I didn't mean to cock about that. No. Lisa, was there a cross on his gold necklace given to him by his grandmother? Not too sure. I didn't really mention detail. I just mentioned a necklace. Oh my God, Donna. Not a funny situation. It's very, very, I can't fucking know. My sentence structuring definitely goes down line at times. Down line? That's not even a word. That must be malfunctioning. It happens. But yeah, in terms of the breathing aspect, one thing to acknowledge, Strawberry, is that in the wrongful death lawsuit with what was just recently looked at, it mentioned about like suing or charging for pain, suffering, loss, funeral cost, and on top of that, the damage or the pain inflicted to the victim, Noah Presgrove, which seemed to be interpreted that Noah Presgrove may have suffered in the moment of when dying. Now, Madison Rawlings, the sister, did a video in the past, which was it around the time of the 1 year anniversary when there was all drama kicking off with the army page and the main family run one, maybe. Could be around that. And Madison Rawlings said she hopes or she thinks that Noah Presgrove didn't suffer in the moment. But in terms of this wrongful death lawsuit, which includes harm, pain, and along the lines of that to Noah in the moment of death, it could imply that Noah possibly was breathing, Strawberry, during some of the impact, or maybe after that point, maybe. As I interpret it. Let me just catch up. Turn me down multiple times. Oh my God. Strawberry, you might need to take me somewhere. If I've turned you down multiple times, there's something wrong with my head. He was still alive for all of his injuries. Is that so? I'm only suggesting it based off certain language used. The word suspicious is nowhere in the autopsy report, but I am aware myself that I've seen the term suspicious used, but more so in news articles. Donna, hush up, Raf. You know you wanna, don't get shy now. What's this down there? What does that say? Blunt force injuries, base with skull, 8-inch head wound, peeled part of his scalp. Tyler Hardy, local trucker. Oh my God, did I just miss? Just make sure I didn't miss anything there. Raf correct, but Michael said the ME said it. That's unfortunate. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what's going on. My best friend Hardy had to pull Jack away from the friend he had known since preschool and grown close to middle school. Tyler Hardy. Interesting. He was still breathing for most of all the injuries. The autopsy proves that he was conscious and aware of some of the injuries, but unconscious for most of them. If all injuries were caused at once, on that basis, you would think it would be like instant death or so, just like sudden. If it's one after the other, there's high chances that he would have been alive, which is unfortunate. that could apply to the wrongful death lawsuit, what's being suggested there. Donna, ref, you're getting married. That's what's going on. Keep, good man, keep up. Yes, Donna. I'm going to say, sir, yes, sir. What's your one? Miss, yes, miss. I don't know. What do you call it? I don't know. I mean, it's a really strawberry one that keeps using that salute emoji. What's his Captain Ref? Yeah, there we go. Major salutes, absolutely. Donna Bond is on point with what's mentioned there. But I will be honest, fam. You know, like when people say, when it comes to the Presgrove case, how things can be difficult. Mrs. House, yes, that'll do. When people say about the Presgrove case, how it can be difficult at times when going through it, when learning along, there's confusions, there's headaches, misdirection, drama and conflict. For me specifically, I do find the case difficult, maybe more so during live premieres or even live streams. And the reason why I find the Presgrove case difficult is because day in, day out, I've got to look at one of the most gorgeous, beautiful, perfect people out there, which is Strawberry in the live bloody chat. Every time I'm trying to look at the screen, then I keep seeing Strawberry's face and I'm oh my God, what's going on there? How am I supposed to focus when such a perfect person is present? My God, I'm gonna have a heart attack in a second. Where's Burgow? I need a defibrillator. I need a defibrillator. Does anyone have one? Oh my God. Tyler Hardy, local trucker, one of the two 911 callers, was already at the scene when Noah's best friend stumbled upon him that morning. You know this kid, Jack, recalls Hardy asked him. My best friend, Jack said. Hardy had to pull. Yeah. There's a photo there of them two in the past, fair enough. After it's kind of blurry, Jack says, of the minutes that followed, kind of blurry, the trauma, the impacts, forgetting, or did Caden Pressey ever mention there was a blur? Oh shit, I've just splashed water on the paper. It's gone all soggy. Welcome to anyone else that has joined the live premiere. Oh, Strawberry. And there we go. I don't know if 28 Alice is present, but it does make a bit of a backstory here about the fishing. Oh my God. Back in the truck that morning by the highway. I better not start splashing any water on the laptop now. God, I'm freaking dribbling. Jack says he called his dad, with whom he had planned to go on a fishing trip later that morning, to instead meet him at the scene. 6:05 at the scene when the call was made, supposedly. Much of that Labor Day weekend he had spent with a close group of 9 friends who grew up together. Interesting. Who are those 9 friends? I need to add that up in just a second, see if it ties in line with what Caden says. Noah, Jack, Caden, Brylan, Isaac, Avery, Carter, Logan, Jasmine. My finger doesn't stick up, it's stuck. But 9 people have mentioned there, including Caden's name. And it's worded as a close group of 9 friends that grew up together. Caden Pressey has acknowledged that as well in the part 1 of Partners in True Crime interview. In the never released Partners in True Crime part 2 interview, Caden Pressey worded it that those girls are part of the 9 friends that all knew each other in the past. Caden doesn't know them, never met them before, first time at the party and the house. You go from, I know these people, to never heard of them before. How do you do that? And I know Caden appears to be innocent and all, but just these weird lines. I know people like to go on about Carter Combs, I believe, saying, well, I don't really know Noah, or I've never known Noah before, but supposedly she does. Why do you say that? Well, the same could be applied to Caden, acknowledging we know of these people, friends in the past, hung out in car parks, drunk, etc. And then in the part 2 interview, I don't know these people. Disassociating all of a sudden? I wonder. He was alive for a while. Do you know how long it takes to bleed out? Whilst bleeding out Lisa, based on bleeding out supposedly, and because it's been described there wasn't enough blood at the highway, based on maybe the concept of like a slow death and injuries caused one after another, do you think, Lisa, that Noah supposedly bled out more but in a different area and then later moved on? If any of that was true, how come there was no touch-based DNA on Noah's body? If they did wash him down, inside or outside, as soon as he's washed, when they pick him back up, you know, they're going to leave marks? Or is there that suggesting of a tarp, a sheeting that was used, maybe? How many planes are flying in? It's like an airport. What else do we have here? The mention of they drank, they went hog hunting in Jack's side by side. Side by side? I thought it was a Ford Ranger. Is a Ford Ranger different to a side by side? Oh, we got Andrea. Welcome, Andrea. Brenda, if a tarp or sheeting was used, there would be fibres on his body. Fair point. I guess it also depends what the condition of the sheeting is like. If it's a little bit rough, a little bit worn down, yeah. It's worth acknowledging them. And the only reason why I mentioned sheeting or something like that is because a party goer is going to have gloves with them on site. I don't know. Yeah, it's got a little bit quiet in terms of the Facebook pages. There was a comment somewhere, and I wonder if I could try and get it. It was a bit of an incompetent one, but I don't know if it's recent or not. There was someone badgering on, not the badger, but badgering on about BBC buying or using a Facebook account or something, and someone was saying, you need to cover it immediately. Like it was like an order. I'm some like naughty dog and I'm being told off. What's that one? That must be it. Is that my video? I know it's a different one. Where would it have been? Which video would it have been on? Is it a recent one or an old one? I think it would have been on a particular one to do, no, not one day ago. Shouldn't take too long to find. It's not that one. It's interesting, you know, like when you look at the patterns, I've not really done many videos on Cade and Pressy recently, because as you know, we've had to cover other stuff in between. Yeah, I can't find it. Right, okay, it's hard to find everything and locate it. But what I will say is the person, we got From Heaven. I just saw From Heaven's comment somewhere. From Heaven. Wait, can I ask you something, From Heaven? Based on your username, and you can be honest with me. From Heaven, did you send me the Angel Strawberry? Because they just appeared out of nowhere. I'm interested. Keith, is Brooke here? I've not seen Brooke for a while. Yes, a side-by-side is a utility vehicle, like more four-wheeler category. A Ford Ranger is a truck. There we go. That's what I was thinking myself. So I'm guessing Ford Ranger with the trailer, side-by-sides attached on it on the back. So the People article is wording it as a side-by-side, but it's a Ford Ranger. So even though it's an old article, it got it wrong how it was worded, which is a bit of a problem, to be honest. They went out on the Ford Ranger, I could pick up, driving about, which involved Caden Pressey. Interesting. Does it mention all the names then? No, but it was Caden, Noah, Jack, Isaac, maybe, Brylan. Those said individuals that just happen to have guns themselves, as Caden would mention. Sunday night, like in the evening time, on the way back, getting into the nighttime part, the party had ramped up with social media blast. What does that mean to say, though? Was it really blasted on Sunday? I spotted that comment too, so ridiculous. Oh, did you? Raf, I saw that dumb comment saying you're paid off, you have to laugh. Oh, no. Andrea, are you talking about that person that had the dodgy sunglasses on? He had like blonde hair, dodgy sunglasses. Rachel Miller. Oh my God, Rachel Miller needs detention from heaven. Lol, no, I can't take credit for that, but I'm glad you have strawberry. Okay then. It's a good username though. How do it's very aesthetic. Lisa, you lost me, Raf. Oh no. I don't think losing of your blood has anything to do with being moved or touched DNA. I'm not trying to be difficult. I don't want you to be difficult. Well, you would have seen it, Lisa, wouldn't you? There's a handful of people that have said there's not enough blood at the scene to justify that's where it all happens, so it must be elsewhere. And, I mean, you, Lisa, do you think that Noah may have been moved from one point to another and taken to the highway? Because if so, I was adding on with my thoughts, which I've already mentioned in the past, about if any of that was true or based on a theory or idea to be moved from one place to another, wouldn't there be some kind of touch-based DNA on the body? Classy horse whisperer showing up. Welcome. Oh no, is right. Oh, Andrea, you remembered. God, I think there was that one night when I said it so many times as well. I probably should have more different liquid with me. I've only got water. How boring. No, so it's probably best to stick with water. Oh my goodness. What was mentioned there? Extending a group of teens and young adults from Texas who are strangers to Noah and most of the others. Is that Sam? According to what Jack had said. Jack says he went to bed at 2 in the morning, local time, Monday, September 4th. Before getting in bed, he says he put his thermal rifle, AR-15, in his truck, locked, and I've never heard that mentioned before, squirreled his ATV keys in the bed. Have you heard of that, Strawberry? The term squirreled. Squirreled. Ooh, I like that. I'll use that term more often. Don't know where I'm gonna. You've heard of it? Oh shit! I guess I'm the only one that hasn't. Oh well, I'll try and think of somewhere to use that line. I'm sure I'll think of something. Yeah, the side-by-side keys in the bedroom, so no one would shoot or drive drunk. Or just simply keeping keys in a bedroom hung up somewhere. I don't think that's good enough. Robbie, squirreled, it's like a squirrel putting away nuts. Exactly. Tucking them away. Tucking those nuts in somewhere. Yes. Yes, Strawberry. I guess I'm just not an expert when it comes to hiding nuts. I don't really have many nuts. Donna Bond says, Lisa, no disrespect to my comment. Didn't the FBI in chief ME do a report over ribs piercing the heart with just a few minutes until death, less than 5? Keith, has any producers reached out to you on the case? No, but there was a time, Keith, where Partners in True Crime filed a copyright takedown request or something, or a copyright claim on one of my videos because I used a few seconds of their footage, and I gave credit to them, but supposedly they didn't like that. So ever since, when I've done my videos and I've had to make reference points, I just couldn't use clips because I needed to protect myself just in case anything went wrong. Says on the article, but an hour or so later, Jack says Noah grabbed the keys from the bedroom and a group took off in the side-by-side, which tipped over, although no one was visibly injured. But ever since, we've heard that there was injuries, and I believe the document said there was multiple, or there's a handful at least. Other partygoers who declined and ignored interview requests later told Jack that Noah became disgruntled after 2 female friends apparently separately rebuffed him. That's to do with the bedroom situation of going from one girl to another's bedroom, wanting to sleep with them or sleep beside them. Keith, nothing a waste of time trying to determine what happened to Noah. Fair enough. Ooh, what does Brenda say? If Jack locked his gun inside his pickup before going to bed, how did Caden gather it with the other guns Monday morning? Quick question, Brenda, or to anybody else. If Jack locked his gun in his truck, Ford Ranger, what truck did Jack use to get down to the highway? Oh God, when I think of side-by-side now, the Polaris, it reminds me of the Dylan Rounds case. Oh goodness, so many links. I thought the Ford Ranger's a pickup truck. Yeah. I'm going to go cool off. Noah said, I think I need to go and cool off in a second. Bloody hell. But I'm not. Still got unfinished business here. Per the version of events later relayed to Jack, who nonetheless acknowledged that. The problem is, when Jack has spoken, it's kind of been incorporated with his timeline, but it's not his. It's a collection of what others have said. So it wasn't cleared or that way proper. He could have locked it up in the pickup he drives on the road. Like Raf, do you know for sure Jack locked the gun up in his Ranger? So it would have either been mentioned in one of the articles or it was mentioned in the Partners in True Crime interview with what Jack did. Oh, hold on. Lisa, oh, okay, Mr. Ref, I follow you now. Yes, absolutely was moved. Well, there was no DNA on him because they hosed him off before they took him out to the road. I do understand that, Lisa, but, you know, you wash somebody off of any touch-based DNA, and then you've got to move the body. So you would think that if you've washed off touch-based DNA to then touch the body to pick up, aren't you re-adding DNA back onto the body though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. If any of that happened, surely they would need to wear gloves so it doesn't leave a trace or something like that. From heaven, just a thought, could it be possible that since there were guns present that Noah was forced perhaps at gunpoint onto the four-wheeler? My God, I've got bloody bitten on the neck. Do you know anything about that, Strawberry? Bitten on the neck. Naughty. Probably a fly. Where's the frogs when you need them to protect me? Robbie, good point. Appreciate that. And I think that should just be applied to anyone out there that believes that there is a form of foul play. Weedle. Miss you, Raffy. Wait, Weedle B. The Weedle B. Oh my God, another person shown up from the past. Is this like some big reunion or something? The only person that's needed Weedle is, I guess, Gorilla Jack, the one that... How did he go? He said, "Hello, this is Gorilla Jack. Yes, it appears that I'm stealing Wallagraph's lamp. Yes, a Weedle B, where are you?" It's so creepy how, when I did that voice at the time, it was 100% the same sound as his voice. Crazy. Yeah, Strawberry, I'm not even joking. Gorilla Jack dressed up as a full-on gorilla, even did videos. Gorilla Jack did a video whipping me. He stole my whip, held it hostage. And then he fled to Uganda. He did some kind of trade route deal. I sent some gorillas over, the High Gorilla Council, to try and sort things out. An exchange was made, a few mangoes and bananas shared. I'm not even joking, Strawberry. Gorilla Jack, full-size gorilla costume. And that's probably quite disrespectful to say, because it's not a costume, it's a real gorilla, a real talking gorilla. Tall, hairy, even more hairier than me. And yeah, very naughty individual in terms of all the stealing of fruit. We've got +1, welcome +1. I find it hard to believe Jack would have left an AR behind when going home. But that's what I'm thinking, Brenda. I'm thinking if Jack had locked his gun in a vehicle, it would have been possibly the Ford Ranger. Maybe there's I don't know, based on the size and stuff, the Ford Ranger, whatever vehicle he used to get from one place to another. It's just when Caden Pressey was referring, or when who was it? Renee Millan said, you know, can we gather the firearms up? You had Bryland's hunting rifle, Isaac's 12-gauge shotgun on site, on property, and in the hands of the owners as well. And then you've got Jack's, but Jack's not present. Jack's at the highway in his vehicle. So is that the vehicle which had the firearm in, locked or not? Just catch up. Kind of like the black shorts. He remembers the black shorts from Saturday, and then he remembers the gun, because apparently it's just the way his mind works. I mean, there are discrepancies somewhere. You could add that on to other fields. I thought the Ranger was modified to go mudding in. Kane said he gathered them up, and Renee told him to put them in the car or pick up. Might put the light on shortly. Getting a bit dark. There's a mention of the short swim. He feels like they went and turned their back on him, says Caleb, just over all these lies and accusations. What's this, fam? His dad, Caleb Newton, says in an interview with People that Jack is now feeling the double loss of his best friend and the community where he grew up. Well, feeling the community turning on him. Both Caleb and Jack say they're skeptical of foul play. State police have said they aren't investigating death as murder, and then put more attention on the party that never attended before. In quotes, I can't believe that any of them could even know that something happened and not say something, Caleb says, pushing back on concerns of serious crime. There's no evidence of any kind of beat up, no evidence of any kind of big stuff that everybody's talking about. It's all made up, Caleb says, or said at the time. Jack, for his part, believes Nair may have fallen victim to a freak accident at the end of a rowdy night. Where the hell did that fly come from? Excuse me, did I invite you in? He says, the random people throwing around my name and running it down who have voiced skepticism about this really don't hurt my feelings too bad. It's just people that have known me and know her forever and were around, says the people who get the hurt. Okay, what's Donna said now. Look at Ref's eyes. My eyes. Right, let's just put the light on or so. Give me a second. Just because it's not good for the eyes. Oh, so I've got a pen. Pen shoved in me. Actually, you know what I will do? Do you know what I will do? For these tassels. We've got the tassels again, which are so bloody long. How long are they? Oh my god, I'll just stick them up there. There we go. Ping them off. I don't know if you want like a live spirit session, Donna, with your house. You want me to talk to your wall? You let me know, Donna, if you want me to talk to your wall. Right, so that article didn't seem to mention about the shorts. I don't know why that plank in the comment section was saying, oh yeah, it's to do with the shorts. No, it's not. Have we had any more updates since? Not on the spot. Bloody hell, Raf. What is it, Strawberry? Take care, George. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I could do, is there any map analysis related stuff I could add on to? I'll do that. Google Earth. I know you can't see it on screen. It's beside me. Oh, it's bloody, not maps. That's a downgrade. I want Earth. Two of the guns belong to people in Caden Pressey's car. Exactly. So you think they'll be able to take them back home? Oh, there we go. We're signed in. That's something. Get started. Do I look amateur to you? I've done this for about fucking 3-4 years. I don't need introduction to Google Earth. Piss off. Genuine alcohol. Pepe. Which timeline do we want? What's the Presgrove basic timeline? Because some will be old ones. The Great Divide. Oh my god. I'm sure that. Have you seen that bloody bite mark? What have you been doing to me? Nibble, nibble. How do you drag it? Oh, there we go. Has it been backed up or counted ever since to do with Noah Presgrove dancing in the kitchen? at 10:52 p.m. Sunday night. I know it was Brooke Bounds-Carter that made that reference. Oh, as a heads up as well, welcome to anyone else that has joined us live. Share your opinions and thoughts in between if you want. Head on over to Reddit because just need to acknowledge, let me pick a tarot card. How am I supposed to pick a tarot card if I can't see any? Oh, bloody log in again. Oh, how many times do I have to log in? Let me in. There we go. Who's the great divine? There's only one divine presence here. There's only one divine. It's not that one. Where's the other no? As a heads up, with the other Presgrove community on Reddit, the original one, I'm supposedly a member or have been unbanned or something. I think. Well, no, but it's... I know, I'm not a part of, but the page, I guess, is public. I've only seen the video of Noah dancing in the kitchen Sunday night, Monday morning, but no timestamp. That's true, Brenda. It was Brooke Bounds-Carter that worded it as 10:52 was the time. Sunday blog. I won't mention the name because I'm sure the person said they didn't want the name mentioning ever again, but a post on the Reddit page, protective order filed over voicemail threat from Andrea Brooke Bounds-Carter, hearing postponed to July 10th. Can we click on that? But what I find interesting is something like that. It kind of runs in parallel to the case, but more in the community. Don't let him in until he puts a ring on it. Let him in where? I think Donna is kind of speaking sense, to be honest. Because I know, because you know, you've got a plan, haven't you, Donna Bond? If anything goes wrong, Donna, you're going to be throwing bowling balls at me, aren't you? You're going to paint a bowling ball as a strawberry. You're going to chuck it at my head and you're going to say, get a fucking grip breath, do something about it, take action. Fair enough. But just know, Donna, I've got quite a big head, and no, that's not like an A.J. Williams reference of, oh, you're a narcissist. My head is quite big, but it's also quite thick as well. So if you use a bowling ball, you might have to use a couple of them, okay? Cleo, can't find my cards. Oh my God, what a card reader, man. Where are they at? Robbie, Justin's obviously not in fair since he keeps mentioning Brooke after filing his stupid suit. When was it? The date filed the suit, the 6th of the 6th, 2025. Well, it wasn't 2026, it would have been 666. Oh, that protection order or something, yeah. So I'll just read it out. The plaintiff, Roy Justin Bryan. I didn't know that. Is that middle name, Bryan? Is there any mentions of dogs or dog food? No. Defendant Carter Andrea Brooke Bounds of Wellington, Texas. Ooh. How are you going to arrive, Donna? Are you going to arrive by a helicopter? Attorney Benedict Law Firm of Warwicker. The judge. Wait, am I reading that correctly? The judge is gay. Gay Honourable Dennis. Unlucky Dennis. Anyway, case entries. Description. File and enter petition for protective order, $85. Entry and fee, $6, $7. Old Roy Boy dog food, $20. Oh, sorry, that's the shopping list. Wrong screen. Oklahoma Court Information System fee, effective $25. Court appointed special advocates for avocados. At $5, get your fruit in. It's not fruit. Oh, shit. I'm dumb. It's not fruit, avocado, it's vegetables. I must be a vegetable myself because I can't seem to think clearly. 10% of the casa. Casa, isn't that Spanish for house? Mi casa, tu casa. Oklahoma Council on Judicial Complaints revolving 10% off. 10% off? Is that a fucking Tesco club card, Strawberry? What are you doing stealing 10% club card? I thought it was only 5%. Bloody hell. Courthouse security fee, 10% off again. Great. Okay, well, it's just lots of numbers. Where's the actual important stuff? Emergency order of protection issued to Collingsworth County. Ooh, Donnie, you're going to swim over. You're going to be very wet. You need some extra towels. Indeed. You need that back. You need that back. Where did you put it? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, what Donabon's getting at, I'll return the club card back. Hang on. Dennis Gay, that's his name. Ah, there we go. I thought it was saying he was gay or something. Get off the screen. Original emergency, entry of appearance, defendant motion for continuance. Right, okay. Money aside, can we actually get details of something or not? Case information, protective order, but it's not really mentioning enough. It's mentioning the fees and whatnot. I was hoping it would like give an example of such and such a day, this ended up coming across, voicemail, threatening, give quotes, give a transcript. I don't see any of that. I think that would have helped. Did it mention anything below? To do with a voicemail threat, but do we know what the voicemail threat was? Not really mentioning it. Considering that Justin Roy was supposedly threatened in the past, what's different now? What's changed? Right, so the moderator said, I want all members to take this very serious. Brooke Bounds-Carter has been a menace in this case for far too long. Now, she went as far as threatening Justin's family. You have to be a sociopath to do something like that, along with all the rest of the damage she has caused to literally just strangers online. Has anyone else been threatened, hurt, harassed, attacked, stalked, or doxxed by her or her minions? Well, in terms of my experience, and I'm applying that not just recent, but I'm applying it more importantly in the past when I was on the light side, the army page, looking at the dark side in a maybe negative way and so on and so on. Well, back then, was I stalked? Was I doxxed? Was I harassed? No. Have I been since? No. Have I, to my knowledge at least, have I ever been attacked by the dark side? No. Have I been attacked by the odd other YouTuber out there? Absolutely. And it's people from the army page, the light side, and even Justin Roy that supports a creator out there that is known for doing that type of stuff. So what does that say about them? Especially when they know. If you don't know, that's understandable. But if you do know, and you think it's perfectly okay, but you'll call out Brooke Bounds-Carter and some others. Who's this? Oh, no. Andrea. Oh, no. Look what I've come across on that Noah Presgrove Reddit page. It should be on a PDF in that file. Oh, God, what file? So that Reddit post about BBC, the person that responded back, Joe the Lion. Not much raw there. But Joe the Lion says, BBC's trash, pumpkin. Pumpkin. Her agenda was clear from the start. So Joe the Lion is a whiny individual in recent time that has gone on about, hey, Warlike Raf, you should be focusing on BBC buying a Facebook account. What about Jan Fiorillo when they were using somebody else's and she admitted to it? But beside that at the time, Joe the Lion wants me to focus on BBC on a community drama-based concept when I've no clue about it because I've been too busy doing other stuff, which is the case at hand. So it's a very interesting situation where somebody wants me to cover something not as important whilst there's breaking news going on at hand with the Noah Presgrove case itself, and I'm being called a bad person or I'm being questioned for not covering it. What about all those times in the past where there was silence, where I covered other stuff which may have been considered not as important, or conflict, community, drama aspects, just because it was necessary at the time and there wasn't breaking news? And people had the cheek to say, hey, Warlike Raf, it's drifting away from the case about Noah. You should be focusing on Noah at hand. You should be focusing on the case at hand, not all this petty stuff on the sideline. Oh, what happened? Leveled up, locked in. Breaking news, left, right, and centre, focusing all in on the breaking news, focusing all in on the important news. And now people are saying, yes, you know, you're focusing in on all the breaking news, but how dare you ignore the petty stuff? You need to acknowledge it. Oh, yeah, I'll go and do that, and then you'll tell me off and say, why are you not focusing on the important stuff at hand? It's not going to work, that game. Can't believe I saw breaking news on the sidebar. What the hell? Minions make me happy. Oh, do they? Raf, it's only bad to be fake if you are on the dark side. Sadie says, you're crazy. That's what we know. I mean, I don't remember who said I was you, but somebody else has said I was Denise and Brooke and Avery. They are crazy, not you. Okay. Brenda, here we go with the damned if you do, damned if you do. Yes, definitely. Was there anything else? 3 days ago, but 1 year ago by Ornery Platypus. Platypus, great. My appetite right now is very, 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 I've got a big appetite right now. Right, so this is like an old post. No, Presgrove on RBI, whatever that means. Any chance you can look into this story? Noah was found dead on the side. The whole case reeks of a cover-up and foul play. This is an old post 1 year ago. Key people to search are Jack Newton, Noah's best friend, Caleb Newton, Jack's dad, 2 dead bodies he's responsible for. The place he was at before found dead was a 4-day party for underage kids. The owner of that property, Stevie Howard, is tied to many crimes. Her uncle, last name Howard, is the man in prison for what happened to Caleb. How do you say that name? Deal? Google his case. Facebook groups are just as... there's also a page on here with over 1,000. What's that got to do with the transportation on the highway, though? Weird. It's been positive tonight in terms of those that have shown up. Don't know where I'm going to put these things. Time around me here. To be honest, that sounds like a guitar. I can make a guitar out of my shorts. That's clever, that. I don't know. Will it actually make the noise? That vibration. Bloody hell, I've got some double bass. I'm really good at strumming a guitar. There we go. Musical instrument pajamas. If anyone else has joined to the live, I don't know if it's possible in the moment, but you could always rewind back. Yes, you could, Strawberry, absolutely. What I will do next time round, when better prepared, I will use of a device in the other way. I'm about to go sideways, someone try and take my title. Ooh, no one can take your title away, Donna. Donna on bond, bail. On bail bond. Like Raf, were you able to get a laptop yet? Yeah, so funnily enough, it's besides me right now. I was going to do the live stream from that to see how it goes, but I think needed a different browser to run the live stream, because Google, I guess, which can be done, but in the moment can't be. The good thing is, Brenda, just playing around, but with the videos that I've done in recent time, it's just a coincidence because of the theme of what's going on, because of how important the case is. But I have been able to, first of all, edit the thumbnails on the laptop and the titles and filling that all out and then sharing the videos here and about, normally last minute before the premiere airs. So I've been able to make use of that. Should be able to get more hands-on in the future and get used to it. Oh, is someone leaving? Gotta run. Thanks for the update. You're welcome. Take care from heaven. Back into the clouds. Oh, it's Strawberry 007. Well, if Strawberry... So I'm just trying to think of something clever to say, but it's not quite working at the moment. Appreciate that, Brenda. And the other good thing is, Brenda, is because it's compatible with the phone, it means I can transfer stuff over quicker. So when I've got lots of material or other unrelated videos to get through at some point in the future, it's all on the laptop now. So then I can just upload it one by one, and it offloads some of the work, or it offloads some of the storage, so it just spreads it out just a little bit more, making it a bit easier in a way. Donna, are you distracting Raf? Well, no, not really. I'm distracting myself with my muddled mind. Strawberry is on very good behavior, to be honest. Me, not so much. But yeah, Donna Bond, are you suggesting that Strawberry is 007? Strawberry, license to make my heart beat. Well, hopefully it should be beating in the first place, because if not, how the fuck am I still alive? I don't know about that. Hey, but Donna Bond, maybe it's you, Donna, secretly distracting me. Maybe my mind is all over the place because of the wall in the background talking to me. My crazy tail doesn't help. Any more comments? Not so much. So we've got like 1,000 here, 1,000 there. So it's definitely heated back up the case, because if you put into perspective, at what point? 400, 500 people views in terms of the case, maybe like a few months ago when it went quiet. And it's gone back up to like 1,600 in a short space of time, which is positive to see. So it shows that during the dips in the case, which is very normal, I stick around. Okay, it doesn't look too good. People like to throw the statistics out and insult me, my channel. But then eventually it strengthens again. And in fairness, got to keep up with the consistency, because of a doubt, that's when all the breaking news comes out and then you end up losing track of it all. At least the laptop's quiet in terms of the fan. You're not really hearing it. I don't even hear anything whatsoever. It's silent. So that could be useful in other ways. She is Strawberry. Who's she? Who's checking my channel? Okay then. Well, whilst I'm here, I was going to talk to Donna's wall. Give me a second to talk to Donna's wall. Hello? Anyone there? Why is there such knocking sound? Stop knocking, Donna. What are you doing? Hello? Yeah? A little bit intense, that, to be honest. So I was just declawing myself. You know, like when you get a scratching post, it's what I do on a daily basis. Just so the nails are smooth. Jam sandwich, thank you for your stamina. Yes, you're welcome. Can you add memory to the laptop? I think externally you can, like a separate thing that clips into the side. Giant bag of Skittles. Careful, Donna. I don't want to drop them. I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to slip on them. Raf, you keep on effing with the house, you're going to get an STD. Well, Donna, it's a good thing that I'm a doctor. So what I will do, I'll go through the process of getting one, and then I'll do a demonstration on how to get rid of it as well. All under control, Donna. There we go. How about we'll do it right now? Supposedly, STDs all over the place. Crabs running about, completely raw as well. What else is going to show up? I don't know. Seashells by the seashore, clams opening, pearls popping out. Where's your pearl necklace, Donna Bond? I thought you were supposed to collect it. No, the fire department ended up chucking it away, didn't they? Okay, then. Let's sort it out right now. What exactly? There we go. Just set things up at that point. What do? If there's an issue, if in doubt. Yeah? Yeah. Don't want to be hitting that one. There we go. There you go. Cleansed. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. I've been known to pull Skittles out of strange places. Well, Donna, I've been known to put Skittles in places where the sun doesn't shine, but not to do with me. They say taste the rainbow. How are you going to be tasting it when it's so far deep in the cave system? Got the zip present. Now, if Mia Maven was here right now, they would have been able to hear the ASMR. If anyone has any additional questions in regard to the Presgrove case, you can do so below. Timeline based with the original one that I did. You dropped them out. Oh, interesting. Wait, if they dropped out of the bra, does that mean... How did they get there in the first place? Do they grow? Like, I don't know. Interesting. Lord, I can't believe I'm laughing so hard. You're going to get crusty knob. Crusty knob. That sounds rather dangerous. Get crusty crab in as well. Get those sharp pincers and pop it off. Cut it off the knob. Cut whatever off. Ah, it fell in. I think what you need, Strawberry, is a personal retriever. Kind of like a golden retriever. It'll go and fetch it if it does get lost or whatever. Don's house sent out a pizza party invite. I missed it. Oh no, what are we going to do about that? That's such a shame. Donna, I fell asleep one night. Oh my God. You fell asleep one night? What are you doing all other nights? Oh no, Donna, don't tell me. You fell asleep once, and ever since you've made a promise to stay awake all this time? You trying to beat the world record for who can stay up the longest, you or a Roy individual? The dang phone. Dodgy voice to text. Come on, Donna. Gotta type it out. Fell asleep with a bag of gumballs. When I woke up the next morning, I had colourful lines all over me. Wow. Right, timeline based. 341, 430, 527, familiar with that. 553 would be 543, which is an old one. Not much else to that. We'll do a separate map analysis in regard to the Kathy Bingham claim in the past, almost opinion based, that a girl thinks is involved or was. Might as well add it on nowadays, considering where we're at in the case. Now it's been interpreted. I've not done any polls in a while. Probably should have done that at some point. Big shout out to everyone that has watched and continued watching along, and there's supported the channel in the background and on. And tonight, laughing my effing ass off. I'm typing. That's what you should be doing, Donna. Typing with your fingers, fingering that keypad. You know, exercise the hands, use them. If you start using voice to text speech, Donna, you're going to turn up like Michael Facecaz. Okay, supposedly, we don't want any misunderstandings. M&Ms may not melt in your hands, but will definitely melt in your bra and pants. Thank you for sharing. I don't think I'm going to have that issue, Donna, because to my knowledge, I don't wear bras, but there is always a time for everything. Jam, can we do a poll about polls? Polls about poles from the North Pole by polar bears. Oh, we got Ellen's Paul. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. Joining on in. We definitely need to do a poll one. What I'll do when it's a live premiere, probably tomorrow or day after, I'll do a poll about polls for sure. I don't want to do it during a live stream because I tried it in the past and it ended up kicking me off. In one minute, I wanted to experiment. What would happen if I clicked on my live stream on a second device? Would it? I don't want to risk it because I can imagine it kicking me off or something. I don't know if you could have two on at the same time. But haven't I tried that though? No, I couldn't have done. No, probably didn't. If anyone has any additional questions or points of views or want my take on a certain aspect within the Noah Presgrove case, feel free to mention. I do feel that with the recent breaking news, very important, very hard hitting, but only temporary, as in only so much that can be mentioned. Your videos are pretty interesting. You're welcome and I appreciate that. Glad you find the videos good. And should be able to do a few more upcoming, different outlooks, points of views, for sure. Okay. Tell me one. Ooh, okay. So we'll see if there's any final more points, any final more questions, and then I might slowly cool it down with the live stream and call it a night because we've gone on for quite some time and been a lot more focused, a lot more to talk about tonight, to be honest, and obviously all the key points mentioned by viewers as well. Donna, I'm tell everyone to slow down. I'm old and higher than a giraffe's ass. Cleo, I'm shy even when you look at the camera, Ref. Is that so, Cleo? Why is that? My eyes are only looking somewhere. Ooh, is this some kind of hypnosis? Looking at my eyes are getting a bit dry. My God. Sorry about that. Well, Donna, you talk about giraffes. My name's Ref, and my nickname at one point was called Raffy the Giraffe. My eyes are gone all blurry now from staring into the camera. That wasn't a good idea. So, if people haven't seen already, in terms of the discovery process, the timing of when it's going to take place is towards the end of 2025 or so. Donna, speechless. Why are you speechless, Donna? Because you didn't know that I was that long in my neck? I've got a long neck. Is that it? What is it, Donna? You want free taxi rides on the giraffe to get about? You know, ride a giraffe? Is that Sam? You gonna feed it some leaves? Not enough. Ooh, that's good. So, like, in terms of any news articles, I've not seen any more pop up since. Raf, you should have never let me hear that. What? Hear what? Oh, ride a giraffe. Ride me. Boy. Your speeches. Is that Sam? Double check. Any more Noah Presgrove related stuff? 2 days ago. Nothing else since. It's just like a cluster in a short space of time. Daily Mail. Can imagine that being quite convoluted. What were the comments? Interested observer. Don't even know who that would be. Don't know if anyone familiar names would show up or not. Knows only wearing shoes when his body was discovered surrounded. Yeah. Desolate stretch. 22nd birthday party. Yep. 75,000 wrongful death lawsuit Monday. Beat to death by one or more of the defendants. Well, I thought it said at least by two. I thought it said at least by two. Donna, I'm a walking tsunami. Well, if you come into the doctor's appointment room, Donna Bond, right now immediately, I might be able to do a one-on-one consultation, okay? Donna Bond, get right in, man. It's time. High resistance. Take a seat, Donna Bond. Take a seat. We will sort that tsunami out right now. Let me just get one of my items. Okay. Give me a second. That'll have to do. Are you still there, Donna? Oh, Donna. Donna, where are you? Are you still there? You let me know, okay? Anything else? Where's that actually mentioned? Right, okay, yeah, that's marked out correctly. Get in there, my son. Am I adopted all of a sudden? Get in there? I'm already in here. This is my room. You get in here, Donna. Right now. Get that tsunami going, yeah? Bring on the tidal waves. Open, release the floodgates. Cleansing is needed. No, I'm not here. You're not here? Where are you? Are you in the atmosphere? Are you talking to me right now? Are you talking from the shoreline? Are you talking from the shack? Are you talking from the local convenience store? You're with Strawberry. You lucky bastard. You're very lucky, Donna. I'm so jealous. I'm really jealous. Oh my God. Donna, you're with Strawberry because planning things out. Fair enough. I'll let you off. Makes sense, I guess. Donna's the only ones left standing in the chat. My goodness. Well, surprisingly, it's not been as warm tonight compared to what I was thinking it was going to be. It was okay in the end. But then again, there is still when going to bed where it could get a little bit left my ass. I wish y'all could see my old man face. I've got Ref on the big screen. Ooh. Wait, you got it on the TV. Out of question, Donna, what size is your TV? It's funny how in the chat it's just me responding to Donna and 18 other people are watching thinking, what is going on right now? Big shout out to everyone that can hang in there. Ah, there we go, Brenda back. 007, I bet it's funny. As long as there's no conspiring, no conspiracies going on, no civil conspiracies. Not paying for any damaged fruit. I've not dropped anything. Oh my God. Hey, Donna, you've broken the record, Donna. Yes, there we go. So in the Noah Presgrove case, there was a previous viewer that said that they've watched my videos on a 77-inch TV. And you've broken the record now. I think you're the viewer with the biggest TV. And to be honest, Donna, you probably need an 85-inch just to fit my head on. And even that's probably a bit of a stretch. God, 85 inches. Wow. All measuring up, Donna. Very impressed. Ah, yes, what needed to be mentioned. I'm breathless. That's unfortunate. Just focus on breathing. Anything else stand out? So, whilst you've got this civil lawsuit going on, the question that I have, considering that defendants include Jack Newton and Carter Combs, they were supposedly traveling the world, not in the US. At what time did they go start traveling the world? I think it was some months ago, or at least it was posted about that some months ago, before the civil suit, the lawsuit filed. So I'm just wondering, with them being on it now as defendants, is Jack and Carter still exploring the world, or have they been notified and come back to the US? What's going on? The timing of exploring the world to this lawsuit at different times, so it's not like close together. If it was close together, you could say, well, it's a bit suspicious, but it's not. What's this one? Dr. Stuart Fisher, internist doctor with extensive experience in emergency medicine, agreed with the premise of the lawsuit when he reviewed Presgrove's autopsy. Last year, he concluded injuries Presgrove suffered were so catastrophic and varied that him being mortally wounded in a severe beating was most likely the cause. And that's the thing. Okay, experts on and off have mentioned, they've mentioned about it not being a beating and possibly some other way, maybe falling out of the vehicle, or it could be implied like that. But then other experts at times have suggested it supports a beating. So if you got you got experts divided on it as well. That's what needs to be acknowledged. Laughing my ass off. One, I had no idea it was you. Who? Me? Who? You? What's that all about? Mm-hmm. Who else refers to you as 007? I was thinking you had me blocked. Never. Never blocked. I think it's just there's not as many people chatting. More people are just watching in the background, eating popcorn whilst random shit goes on. Yeah, towards the end of the party, defendants Jack Newton and Avery were seen verbally fighting with Noah. How true is that? Generally accepted narratives include Presgrove being dirty after the side-by-side accident, rollover being helped to the shower by Carter and another party go Jasmine. We've heard that. Okay. Yeah, it's just, that's the thing. With the Daily Mail, it gets all shoved together collectively, bunch, which isn't a bad thing if you're going back over it all over again. It gets a bit convoluted. Okay, fair enough. See there. Put that there for now. Okay. So, catched up there. Just had a little brief look for on and off. Appreciate people's patience. You're on a roller coaster, Cleo. Well, you just remind yourself, Cleo, you try and stay consistent, true to yourself, but you do it for yourself and only for yourself. The disconnect process, and just, just breathe. Jam, I'm listening, just hosing the grass of kids after a Slip and slide water fun day. Ooh. Okay. So what I'll do now, because it is getting quite late here, I'm going to end the live stream very shortly. I'll do a countdown. With any final thoughts, final questions, any final comments, anything, you can do so in the chat, and then I'll end the live, and then I'll probably just rest for a little bit before going to sleep. Okay. Yes, just breathe and free your mind and look ahead. Not here, but ahead, elsewhere. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Ref, I need some Rizzlers and Embassy number 1. What are them? You need an embassy? What, a Chinese embassy? Yeah, look ahead, beyond other humans out there. Oh my God, Donna, I've lost count. Where was I now? 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 23, 22, 21, 9. Oh my God, the numbers are speaking to me. Yeah. 5, 6, 2, 2, 9, 8, 7, 6. Blink twice if I need rescuing. 19, 18, 17, 16. I bet if I kept doing this over and over again, I can imagine someone would create like some kind of weird mystery. Cleo, other humans are there. Other humans out there. Other humans, other people out there that want you. No fangs. Rolling. You keep on rolling. 6, 7, 6, 6, 2, 2, 1, 8, 9. I think there's more people joining the live stream doing all this. 23, 70, 80. We're going to unlock the matrix behind YouTube and the algorithm. Yes, 68. Oh my God. It's triggered a super sticker with a banana. Wow. Yes. Take care, Brenda. Shout out to Jam Sandwich with a banana sandwich. Yes, 99 bananas. I like bananas. I like gorillas as well. And they like bananas as well. Good night. Lovely voice. Appreciate that. You take care. Cool. In terms of your tag handle. And welcome for watching and all of that. Yeah, surprisingly, it's not been as hot tonight. Not been as uncomfortable. I didn't have to stand up as much, which is a good thing. But then I think some people would prefer me to stand up. God, imagine counting down from 99 bananas. That's probably a good idea. Considering that Jam Sandwich has done a super chat, I'll count down in terms of banana sensors. Oh my God. Careful, Donna. You're probably going to get kicked off the platform for becoming a member. Goodness gracious. Rep After Dark. Take care, Cleo. Yeah, Donna. Oh my God, Donna. If you're now a member on this channel, it means you've unlocked those special emojis. With great power comes great responsibility. Wow. Things get very interesting, are they not? Where are we at? 20 bananas. 19 bananas. 18 bananas. 17 bananas. 16 bananas. 15 bananas. 14 bananas. 13 bananas. 12 bananas. 11 bananas, 10 bananas, 9 bananas, 8 bananas, 7 bananas, 6 bananas, 5 bananas, 4 bananas. Oh no, I didn't know all that. Oh, you don't know what you got yourself involved in. Donna Bond, before I end the live stream, use the custom emojis. Get a good grip of them. Get a good feel of them. 41 strawberries. I think strawberries falling asleep. I'll do the bananas and then I'll do the strawberries countdown. 8 bananas, 7 bananas. What the hell's that? Nuclear. A nucleus? 5 bananas, 4 bananas, 3 bananas, 2 bananas, 1 bananas. No more bananas. They've all gone. They've been all auctioned off. Well, that's one way to summarize it. Donna, you should be using the whip emoji. You've now gained the power of the whip. And what else? A towel? Oh my God, Donna, you've got the Warlight Ref towel emoji. So the next time you piss your pants, you got a replacement. Instant towel relief. Any hurricanes, any flooding, all under control. Is that a rose? I've not seen that one before. There we go. And that towel has got pizzas on. And Donna's house ordered a pizza. Ref, we love ya all thing. Y'all, that's good. So on the 85-inch TV, I'm sure those emojis are going to show up a lot bigger as well on the screen. Oh my God, depending on what emoji you use, it's probably going to blind your eyes. The towel is for when things get very messy. Exactly, Jam. Is ever a jam sandwich, ever a sticky situation, the towel will help. What's that emoji of? I don't know what's that emoji of supposed to be. Oh my God, the phone's focusing in and out when I get too close to the screen. I think it likes me getting too close to the screen, probably doesn't want me to breathe on it. Some difficulties trying to fold this bloody zip thing up. Oh shit, I was supposed to do the countdown of the strawberries. Oops, count down the fruit. 20 strawberries, 19 strawberries, 18 strawberries, 17 strawberries, 16 strawberries, 15 strawberries, 14 strawberries, and blast off. 13 strawberries, 12 strawberries, 11 strawberries, 10 strawberries, 9 strawberries, 8 strawberries, 7 strawberries, 6 strawberries, 5 strawberries, 4 strawberries, 3 strawberries, 2 strawberries, 1 strawberry, there's only 1 strawberry, of course, and then 0, because probably falling asleep. Okay, so I think I'll leave it there for now, unless Donna's got any more secret last-minute surprises out of nowhere, which makes me jump. Yes, many strawberries. Oh, bloody hell, not the pears. 20 pears. I need to get compensated for all these fruits. I need to ensure my mouth, file a protective order on my tongue, and some pickles as well. Donna, are you secretly telling me your shopping list right now? Something tells me that's what you're trying to do. Oh, we got Fazza. Right on, mate. Strawberries was good with chocolate. Dip the fucking strawberries in. Right on, mate. Yeah. Kiwis as well. Aren't they very hairy? On the outside. Tried them in the past. They're okay. I don't know if I look like I've shrunk in this chair. It's because I think I'm sat back a little bit. I look really tiny at the moment. Okay. So hopefully, Donna, you, I don't know, collect any more fruit that you need. You fill out your shopping list and you get what's required. Yeah. So I'll end the live stream right now. In terms of tomorrow, obviously going to try and get a video out, of course, whether it be a map analysis or if it be continuing on with some other notes, video ideas. That's what I'll do. Get through it bit by bit, see what happens in between. If there's any breaking news, any additional articles or interviews from key people of interest, we'll get to it bit by bit. Ew, no. Maybe a bag of crisp. You can have some crisp. Don't drop your M&Ms in the crisp, Donna. Oh no. Okay. So big shout out to everyone that has watched and watched along and earlier on. Take care, Jam, of course. Anyone else in between. If you do want to rewatch this or find these live streams for a heads up in the future, you go to my channel page where you get the tabs, videos, shorts. It will be under the live tab. Click on that and this will be here. Take in mind when it comes to live streams, when they're uploading and processing after the live has ended, it takes like a day or two for the live chat to save. The live chat replay, it doesn't show up immediately. So when people say they can't see it, it's because it's still processing, but it will eventually show up. Donna, good night, Ref. Good night, y'all. Strawberry Brenda, be safe. You take care. Do we know what happened to Noah? Well, wrongful death lawsuit implies either a beating by one or two more party goers or still an accident, but still the cause of death, and the theme of alcohol being a main part in it. If you look back to the videos previously, it will show there, but after a few hours, I'm going to end the live now. Take care, Fazza. Sleep well, or whatever time it is, and yeah. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow in a live video